Hello, everybody. A warm welcome to Wisdom from North. I'm now in Denmark, beautiful Denmark, in an eco-village actually called Dyssekilde. And I'm sitting next to a very versatile and lovely woman, Sussanne Wezø. Sussanne is a coach, she's a therapist, she's a radio hostess, and she's also the author of the book Spiritual Inspiration. And today we're going to speak about modern spirituality and how we can bring spirituality into our everyday lives. Welcome to Wisdom from North, Sussanne.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And hello to all of you watching.
I'm so glad that you asked me to meet here because this is a really nice place and I think it fit perfectly for our conversation today.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. And the surroundings, you have to put yourself in beautiful environment and nice surroundings to lift you, to lift your energy. So this is really a nice spot to stay in. Yeah.
So before we go into, how we can bring spirituality into our lives, our everyday lives, not just in the, ashrams, and why we should do that, I'm very curious about your background because I know that you, as a child, you were philosophizing a lot and you were creating your own out-of-body experiences because you were able to do that. Can you talk a little bit about, your childhood?
Yeah, I grew up in a normal kind of family, but my parents were not spiritual at all. In fact, they were really thinking that was some crazy stuff, and you shouldn't go there. So I had to find my own wisdom, and I did, of course, because I think every child wants to, from the very beginning, you want to seek answers to bring you back to your own master, your own mastery, your own vibration. You find your way, and that's why you ask all those questions. And I ask questions like, where do I come from? What's my purpose? Why am I here? Do I look like other people? All those kind of questions. And nobody really gave me the answers, so I have to search and find them within. And in some way, I had a friend who was brought up in a Christian family, and they went to some summer holidays with a lot of Christian people, and people were like having those prayers, and I was like feeling a little bit afraid from the Christian God. And when they were like having these prayers, I was just turning inwards in myself, and I found out, hey, this is me. I have like somebody talking to me from within. I have my own wisdom. I have my own, I wouldn't say goddess, but I have my own voice within me. And it's such a lovely place to find. And I think it was so amazing for me as a kid, being so confused in my surroundings, to find this place in myself. So I started meditating from I was very young. And
you just naturally started meditating without anybody telling you what meditation was?
I think children especially have this gift. They just do it. They go within. They meditate in the nature. They find a beautiful flower or rock, or look up in the sky, and they like fall into this gap where they meet themselves. And I was seeking that kind of voice because I wanted to go into prayer. And I found the prayer. I found the listener in myself.
The listener?
Yeah, the listener in me that was waiting for me to ask these questions. And then it was like this source just telling me, giving me my answers, and telling me not to worry. But I also had a very wise grandfather. And from the age of 12, he was really into philosophy, and Søren Kierkegaard, a Danish philosopher, and religions. But he had he also wanted to find some answers, and he gave me so many books and so many wisdom, and some of it I didn't understand, of course, because I was too young. It was really heavy stuff. And some of it I waited with, and some of it just spoke to me. We need, as human beings, to find this loving place in ourselves, to trust the guidance in ourselves, not to go and ask everyone else what is the answer for me? What is the answer for me? But start looking inside, start asking yourself. And it doesn't have to be that big or strange or anything. So that is why I speak modern spirituality, because it's like, we live in Denmark, you know, there's not that many big mountains where you can go into a nice cage or anything and just do your meditation stuff and have these wild experiences. But it's totally the same experiences. When you close your eyes, I feel the same wind. I feel the same energy. I feel it in me, and I can take it here just as well. I can bring it here. I can be in it here. Everywhere, just as well as if I went to a nice ashram or anything in India, which are so lovely, and I would really like to go. But it's like modern spirituality is right here, and you don't have to have all those people telling you this is right, this is wrong, this is how you do it. You have to meditate like this way. You have to do mindfulness like this. Of course, you can be so inspired by other people's, by teachers, of course, but you must find the place inside of you.
But I guess somehow I think that perhaps you found that voice, you know, you found that inner silence, but a lot of us haven't. And I think for you it was natural, but for others it might take some time actually to get there. And then sometimes it seems like you have to go all these other routes to get actually in there. And I'm a great example myself. I go a lot out, but at the same time I know it's in here, but it does inspire me to go out. But I wanted to ask you, when you say modern spirituality, what do you mean by that? Because spirituality has always been here, and I'm very into ancient spirituality. But is it something about that we're in the paradigm shift, and that, because I was thinking in the car that, you know, 20, 30 years ago, we spoke about these gurus, that we needed all the teachings from the gurus, but now we're the gurus ourselves, and things are happening faster, the energies are faster. Is it something to do with that when you think about modern spirituality?
Yeah, I definitely think we have to put it in a new direction. Not that it's like ancient wisdom, you know, like you said, I love that too. That is our roots. That is like the ancestors that we have before using spirituality. Today in our modern life, you know, we go to cafes, we have a stressful life, we have modern life, and that's why I call it modern, because we're in a modern living right now. And we are always in a modern living, right? Also in the ancient time, that was also like the now. So it's just a way to like telling people, hey, you don't have to go back. You can just stay in the now. Have this spirituality in your modern life. You can really easy do some exercises to bring spirituality into your life. And when you say that you feel that wisdom, or you feel something inside, you just have to connect. You just have to ask. You have to have that trust in yourself that, yeah, I feel something, and what I feel is like, I'm going to ask that place what it is. So everyone that is watching now can go and every time you just feel like you want to bring you closer to you, or to your own spirituality, or to your own wisdom, you don't even have to put your hands to your heart, but I do it all the time. but just close your eyes and really just take a moment to connect. Ask those questions to yourself, and just listen what comes to you. Have those silent breaks with yourself, silent meetings with yourself. Yeah,
so it's important to take time out of your day to be silent.
So important, and it's so important to trust. I think that's the first thing, that when we grow up, we are told that we have to learn by great teachers. Also in the school system, it's like teachers telling us from outside to inside. I think we have to go inside to find ourselves, and then we can, then inspiration will open up. It will just flow to you.
But is it an actual voice you hear when you say you listen and you hear something? Because I gotta say, I listen and I don't hear anything.
Okay, I think it's different because it's like clairvoyant people that have that. It's like they have this gift of seeing. Some people have this gift of hearing, and it's, for me, it's like training and just opening up to whatever comes to you. Maybe it's like feelings that comes to you. For me, it's really, really clear voices. Not different voices, but a really clear. Just
You hear a voice?
It's just like source talking to me. Not like, I cannot tell you if it's like a light voice or a dark voice, but it's just the voice of knowingness. It's just getting the answers. Yeah.
So it's not an external voice.
It's not an external voice. It's like an inside voice that is connected to spirit.
And you can always trust that. You always listen to that.
Yeah, I can always trust that voice. Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's guiding me, and it's, some people, I also use angel cards sometimes if I want to connect to this. I also have like tarot cards and all kinds of things that I can, crystals, and you can use all kind of wonderful stuff to bring in those energies that you want to connect with. So it's like kind of a toolbox. But you can also, and that's what I do all the time, just listen to my inner master. Yeah. The master is inside me all the time. And yeah, you also said that about the guru. The gurus are people, and it's actually Sanskrit, right? That describes the way that you are guiding somebody, maybe yourself, like this, is guiding you from the darkness to the light. I don't think we have to be so afraid of the darkness, because I think it's like connected. But be your own guru. Yeah, be your own witness. Be your own voice. Start with yourself every time you feel afraid. Every time you feel those big emotions. Every time you have questions. Start answering and asking. Start asking yourself and get the answers from within first, or just let it up. Ask those questions and just wait. Sometimes it's just magical to wait, and just say, okay, I give out this question. I want to find an answer, and sometimes the answer is just wait.
Have you never been in doubt? I mean, no.
No,
Wow.
no, because and I actually think that's a really good question, and I think the doubt is where you disconnect, actually, right? When you go to on the internet and sometimes it crashes or there's no connection, and when you doubt, it's actually a little the same. I guess it's maybe you have another experience, but I think when you doubt, it's like then you put the doubt in the vibration, and when you doubt, it's like, oh, I'm just disconnection. I'm doing a disconnection now because I'm not really sure that I want to ask this question. Maybe I'm not really sure I want to go there. I'm not really sure that I want to know the answers.
Wow, it seems like this is so natural for you, that it's so in you and that it's been there all the time. Do you think this is your life mission, to talk about this in Denmark?
Yeah, I think it really is, to everyone who wants to hear it. And it was really clear to me, I'm not a clairvoyant. I'm not going to tell people what to do. I'm going to help people to be the guide that leads them in their own way. So when I teach people, I teach them, I do a lot of visualizations and meditation where I guide them to connect to this place inside of them. and then they can meet their own master. So that is what I teach now, life mastery I call it. You know, to be centered in your life, to open up to this holy place inside of you.
What about people that are very emotional? I mean, you seem such in balance, but those who have a lot of, whoa, it's so windy today. Everything is like blowing away here.
Little fellas, like
Yeah. Well, people that are very emotional and very unstable, how to find that center, and people who, escape into drugs, alcohol, training too much, all this, exercising.
So how I will guide them?
Yeah, how do you find your center when it's not actually like your personality is not naturally calm and balanced? Like you seem like a very balanced person by nature, but myself and many others are more like up and down and it's hard to find that center.
I think it will come to you when you're ready to listen, actually, and someday you will probably have, like, I don't know, some people call it a wake-up call, or you just feel this connection to somebody else, or you feel this energy, or you feel like this person is like talking to something in me, or this I don't know, flower is like inspiring me, and just in some place, I guess everyone have like, if they want to meet themselves, they have this calling, and then it will open up the way, just a little piece by piece, just a little baby step. So of course meditation is I will say the easiest way, just to close your eyes and start connecting. Just also, if nothing happens, there's a lot of thoughts, because there is a lot of thoughts. That's the way we are human. We have to have this human experience, right? And
that involves dark thoughts and the shadow as well. And you said there's nothing to be afraid of. Like, how do you deal with your own shadow and ego?
I meet it, and also this about the ego. Oh, that's such a lovely thing to talk about, because I know in Asian philosophies and religions and spirituality, we talk a lot about this bad and this wrong ego. But I will say, embrace it, embrace the dark sides, embrace all of you, because the ego is a part of you. And if you cannot love every part of you, you cannot relax in you. Of course, you can get ego-minded, or having this ego protecting you, so you, in your own protection, maybe there was a bird like shitting on me. Thank you.
That brings good luck. Yeah.
Good luck with that ego. No, I really mean it. Good luck with that ego, because the ego is our human experience. If we don't have the ego, we could just as well be like you meditating all the time, being in the spirit world all the time, and then there's no need for us to be here. So I think the ego is guiding us. I think all of our feelings are guiding us, and I would really love for all of you to just start embracing all your feelings. When you have like wrong feelings, bad feelings, I'm too selfish now, I'm too egocentric, I'm too him or her are evil, then we have to think about, what is it all about? What is this ego telling us? It's actually protection. Every feeling we have is like longing to help you to put yourself in connection with love.
Every feeling?
Yeah. You know, when I think everybody wants to just be loved, understand, and be met in the human being that they are. And if they're not, they are doing all those kind of efforts and stuff to be seen and heard and everything. And if you trust that everyone, even the one that are doing bad, ugly, hateful stuff, they're actually doing it because they have a heart that are calling them. They are being heard. They have some sorrows. They have something that are calling them back to their heart, but they are lost for a while. And if you give those people a lot of love, really a lot of love, and also yourself a lot of love, and just appreciating, and don't be so rough at yourself, then everyone will heal.
Yeah, I think so too, because when I've investigated my own ego sides and feelings and thoughts, they are actually trying to protect me. Like when I look into them, I understand why I did this or thought this or that or felt this, because it tried to protect me. But then I have to speak to myself and say, okay, you don't have to protect me anymore. I'm fine. But fear is also protection.
It is, right. So you just have to ask that voice, okay, what are you protecting me from? And it's like, the voice will tell you, I don't want you to make wrong decisions. I don't want you to be disconnected. I don't want you to be out of the crowd. I don't want you to stand alone. And why? Because you want love. Because you want love all the time. You can ask everyone, if you do it like this, okay, ego, so what are you telling me now? Protection. Okay, protection from what? Oh, I feel some fear. Okay, what is this fear all about? I'm afraid of what's it called, that people won't like me, or if they don't understand me. I'm afraid of being alone. Okay, so what is that you really want? I want love. I want love. Everybody wants love. And that is the way to connect to yourself with love and trust.
So this master you're talking about, is that symbolic, or is it actually your higher self, or maybe your soul you're talking about, or is it other masters as well, like spiritual beings?
Yeah, that is a big question. No, it's the master that you can contact in yourself. And sometimes I feel personally I can hook up with ancient masters. I can hook up in energy from the energy from, I don't know, a form, a earlier guru or somebody. I can pick up the energy, but I can also just follow my own energy. So I think that's like external teachers and masters, and there's the master that is inside of you that has the totally connection to everything. So you don't have to go and seek that much out of yourself. You just have to start with yourself and your own master. And that's the mastery of being centered in yourself, in your life, and what you want to become, what you can feel you are. Or just to dig in. Begin.
So, is there anything more you can say about what we can do in our everyday lives? Like, imagine that we're stressful women having many children and a job, and the last thing you can think about.
I'm one of those. Yeah. I'm one of those. Totally. I'm totally one of those.
How do you get time to even sit down and be silent?
Yeah. I choose it when I feel, hey, I forgot myself. Then I have to know, hey, I have to connect again. I have, of course, my own practice. I teach this all the time, so I'm so blessed in that way. So I can do meditation from when the morning begins. And I know a lot of people don't have time to know to sit in front in a find a beautiful place like this. Have time to sit down because the kids are maybe calling you from the very beginning. That when you wake up, my kids are. So sometimes I just do have those quiet times in the days, and I have it when I meditate, of course. So if you don't have time to meditate, you really need it, right? But start doing it in the morning when you wake up. Just close your eyes a little bit and just tell yourself, okay, what can I do for me today? And when you brush your teeth or you go to the shower and you look at yourself in the mirror, then look in your eyes, ask yourself, what can I do for me today? And listen to the answers. And then later during the day, you can have this little thing going, passing mirrors or watching yourself, or just, when you wash your hands, just once again, hey, what can I do for me now? Ask yourself, what can I do for me? And sometimes it's like, have a break now. And a very easy way that I teach is like, you can go to the toilet if you, everyone is allowed to go to the toilet, right? So you can just go to the toilet, close your eyes, and just really count down, just to do a practice that are bringing you into yourself. You can just count yourself into that silence in yourself and just rest there for a while and be refreshed and energized again. And so in the morning, start your day by asking yourself, what can I do for me? During the day, have those small breaks, doing the same stuff, actually find time to meditate. And when you go to sleep at night, just before you close your eyes, you can do the same thing. You can do a little evaluation. How was my day? What am I grateful for? What do I want to change tomorrow? What am I going to do for myself tomorrow to be me in my surroundings, to not just for my own sake, but just when I am connected to myself, I will be the best part of me, right? I will have peace with myself, and that peace will like spread out in your surroundings. And if not, you can just go inside again and again and again. And before you go to sleep, just do this little grateful practice. So what have I been grateful for? What do I appreciate today? What will I maybe change or do better tomorrow? There's a new beginning all the time. Every second there's a new beginning. And then do a lot of visualizations. I love that. Meditations, and just visualize what you really want to come into your life.
To manifest things?
Yeah, to manifest things, yeah. And do that and believe it, believe it, trust it. Trust it and believe it, yeah.
And let it go, or visualize it again and again and again, or just once. Because I actually went to India to an ashram, and they said, we had this big ritual that we were going to do this, we were going to manifest this thing, and they said that you should only do it once, because if you do it again, you'll say to the universe, you're doubting it.
Yeah, totally. But listen, if you're doubting it, you might have to do it again. So there's nothing wrong by doing it again if you start doubting it, right? Because then you're like, you're sending out this thought, and in some way there's something going on in you or around you in your surroundings that are telling you, oh, I'm not allowed to do this. I cannot trust this, that I really want this to come to me. And okay, so I sent this out that I couldn't trust it. Okay, I have to do it again. So that's what I mean. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Just be loving, be grateful, and follow your heart. Follow your connection. Follow your inner master. Just ask that master all the time. Okay, so I had some doubt here, so what can I do? Okay, so what is it that you want? What is it that you want? Okay, I want this. I feel it. It's going to come to me right now. I'm feeling it now. Yeah. It's in me. Yeah, it's lovely. And you will make it come to you. It will come to you. And if you have those doubts again, you just, okay, but no, I won't have those doubts. Okay, somebody, the spirit guides help me, angels help me to stay on this course, to trust myself. Okay, I doubt myself again. Okay. So what is it that I want? I want this. Go back to what you want.
And get back to the good feeling.
Yeah, good feeling all the time. Yeah. Go back to the good feeling. Go back.
You know, I love that all my interviews, people are saying the same thing, just with different wrappings. In a way, I feel like that all the time, and that to get into that good vibration is very important. I realize, without suppressing your ego again, like we talked about, embracing that too. And I loved what you were saying about asking every day, "What can I do for you today, Annika?
Yeah.
What can I do?" Because
That's so easy.
that's so foreign.
Yeah. Is it foreign?
A bit. It's like, oh, I have to go there and then I have to do that. But that, just taking that time, what can I do to you? Because usually you're saying, why didn't you do this? Or you should have done this.
Yeah, that it's so true. Start. What can I do right now? When you see this, then just ask yourself. Ask your inner guidance, ask your higher self, whatever you call it. Ask the source, what can I do for me now? The source knows you, the source has always known you. The source knows your consciousness, the source knows everything. So it's actually the best teacher, right? So
I believe so too.
it's a master inside, yeah. So you just ask and you tell, so what can I do for me now?
Thank you so much. This was lovely.
Yeah, I hope you understood. It's such a long time that I did an interview in English, so
Oh, you did fine.
yeah.
And now we're going to do an interview in Norwegian and Danish, which will be even a more challenge because we have to understand each other. But that's for my other channel, Jannicke Web TV. But thank you so much and good luck with all your wonderful work.
You. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you for watching, guys. Much light from Disse Kilde in Denmark. Bye bye.